Oh, it's yourself. How you doing? And welcome back to the Black Lodge for another episode of March Dram Madness. We're getting into the thick of it now. We're at the tail end of this round of 32 whiskies. Some absolute stellar names have fallen to the wayside, and some small plucky upstarts have started to make their way through the tournament. This one today, we're up against a global behemoth of a brand, which is the Glenmorangie, or Glenmorangie. And this one is now 12. Used to be 10, it's now 12. Old Han Solo, Deckard, he's got his mitts into it, Indy, and aye, it influenced me to buy a bottle, so the advertising does work. And it's up against something that I've never tried. Hailing from Sweden, Agitator Blended Whisky. You know, like, I don't know what to say about it, I've never tried it, so let's roll the tape while I crack these open. Hailing from Sweden, 40%. I've done no research on this. All the writing on the back of it is in Swedish. Up against 12-year-old Glenmorangie, however you want to pronounce it the right way. Also 40%. This will be an interesting one. The Agitator had a screw top on it instead of a cork. It kind of took me by surprise. But anyway, let's get into it. We'll start with the black one. Bit dusty. Quite dull on the palate. That dullness, there's sweetness pushing through. Now I don't know if it's grain or if it's a malt in it or what it is, but it's not got an overtly powerful nose. Now bear in mind it is what it is. Taste, sweet, very sweet. Not super, when I say sweet, very sweet, not super sweet. I just mean very grain forward, which makes me think it is quite a grain heavy whiskey. Vanillas, and it's fine. It sits on the palate and then it goes away. It's fine, that's absolutely fine. A little bit more. It's better than your bog standard, let me put it that way. It's doing what it needs to do. There's a sweetness to it. I couldn't drink a lot of it. I think that's all I could say about it, but it's not unpleasant. It's definitely not unpleasant. I've not got a lot to say about it, to be honest. There's not a huge amount going on. A little bit of water to it. There's nothing there, nothing. Okay, on to the next one. Blue. Orange. Citrus, definitely orange. Bowl of oranges, kind of get by the oranges. It's up there with the raisins experience of one of the other videos. Underlying kind of like linoleum floors, underlying the orange. There you go. Bowling with oranges in a hospital corridor. Aye, there you go. Bowling with oranges in a hospital corridor. Put that in your tasting notes. And it all comes forward. It's orange. It's fruity, it's not overpowering, there's a little bit more depth to it. I'm surprised that these are both 40% whiskies. I'm surprised at the texture of this. There's a little bit more body to it. There's a little bit more almost waxiness compared to the others. The other one just has a bit more, just drinks, whereas this has something about it. I don't think you could put this one head to head with something a bit more stronger in proof, like too far away, but it would hold its own with some other whiskies. I think of the two, it's fairly obvious which one. I never had much to say about one of them. The other one had a bit more to it. Glenmorangie, or Glenmorangie, or whatever you're called, you're through. And that means, unfortunately, Agitator, you're dead. That's what happens when you get two 40% whiskies head to head. Can't all be fireworks. Join me tomorrow for the next one. Maybe there'll be fireworks there. Cheers.